First on Fox 4 News at 5:30 tonight, a man gets 25 years in prison for a crime spree on the Katy Trail last year. He terrorized people as they walked or ran. Fox 4's Lynn Kawano was in the courtroom all day long. She said it was emotional both in and out of the courtroom. And Lynn's back live in our Dallas newsroom. Lynn.
Yes, the family members of the man pleaded for leniency, and he took the stand to do the same, but it was a move his own attorney said did not help.
I own up to being
The same jury that convicted 23-year-old Dominique Thornton of 3 robberies along the Katy Trail last year was deciding his sentence today. Thornton, still defiant, admitted he was on the trail the weekend of May 12th and 13th when 3 people were robbed at gunpoint on the popular path. But he insisted that he didn't commit the robberies. He said his friend did.
When he snatched the purse, I ran. I'm not the one who snatched the purse. I was the one on the side of the purse who snatched the purse, and I ran. We both ran.
And at times, Thornton seemed to ramble about his involvement.
I just wanted y'all to, only reason I came to trial today.
Okay, Mr. Thornton, if you do me a favor, just answer the questions I ask, okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll get through this a lot easier that way.
Yes, sir.
He gets along with everybody.
His mother and sister both also took the stand, asking the jury for leniency.
I love him to death.
The prosecution asked for 50 years. The defense asked for 15.
We, the jury, find beyond a reasonable doubt that the allegations set forth in the enhancement paragraph in the state's notice are true, and we assess the punishment of Dominique Thornton at 25 years.
He instead got 20 years for one victim, 25 for each of the other 2. Thornton hung his head and shook it as the sentences were read. They are to be served concurrently, so it's a 25-year sentence, and he can be out in 12. The defense attorney thought it was fair.
My wife and I walk on the Katy Trail, and anytime you lose a sense of peace and tranquility, the DA's office did a very good job advocating for peace and tranquility in Dallas.
Thornton's family did not agree.
The witnesses could not identify my son. I mean, the whole thing is crooked, and it was wrong. My son did not get a fair trial at all.
Thornton is the first of 3 men to be tried for the robbery. Steve?
All right, Lynn, so he was convicted on 3 robberies, but there have been a dozen, more than a dozen, I think, on the Katy Trail. That really got a lot of people concerned. Is he up for those too?
Yes, Steve, the prosecution said there are other cases pending against him, so they couldn't discuss those cases right now. Thornton, though, only admitted to being at the scene of those 3 robberies that he was convicted of.
All right, Lynn Kawano in our Dallas newsroom, thank you.